Alrighty, good evening. Welcome to the very first Wednesday Whiskey and Wisdom with myself, Joe Slee. How I thought I might run this little video is to review some of my favourite whiskies. As you can see up here, I've got the nice Singleton single malt Scotch whisky. So yeah, I might review that one, and then I'll give you a little pitch of my wisdoms that I've been collecting over the past several years. So this little whiskey here, the Singleton, this is a Speyside whiskey. So if you know your Scotch whiskies, you know there's the 5 areas of Scotland. There's the Campbelltown, Highland, Islay, the Lowlands and Speyside. And Speyside is just a little area of the Highlands essentially, but it encompasses probably the most distilleries in Scotland. Most of them will come from the Speyside area, and that's sort of where you get most of your good single malt Scotch whiskies. Now what I like about this one is particularly the bottle. When you get to opening it, you hear this nice little sound. Pop. Now if you hear that sound, you know you're in for a good time, because that's a nice corked sound. I don't know, that's just me personally. I just like a nice corked bottle of whiskey. They just seem to be a bit fresher and a bit more fun when you're opening them and getting into it. Now for the tasting. That's lovely. It's not the first time I've tasted it. I've had probably half that bottle already this evening, hence why I'm making random videos about whiskey tasting. What I like about this whiskey particularly is that it's generally just a really good, smooth, easy to drink whiskey. Now I don't spend a lot of money on whiskies. I think I picked up this one for $60 on special at BWS. Now there's nothing wrong with spending a good $100 on a good bottle of whiskey. I myself have 2 or 3 bottles that are over $100 and they're worth every cent, but you don't need to spend a fortune to get a good bottle of whiskey. And this whiskey here, the Singleton, that's a clear example. It's a nice, easy to drink, very flavoursome. It's quite sort of got a sweet tone to it, I guess. And it almost has like a bit of a peaty sort of finish, you know, which is kind of typical of your Islay Scotch whiskies, you know, that sort of warmness to it. So it's an all-round good, easy drinking, you know. I give it 10 out of 10 any day. Now that being done, to get onto the wisdom side of things, well, obviously we're all stuck in isolation. What wisdom could I offer you? That's something I hadn't thought of, you know. In true Joe Slee style, I'm kind of winging this video, so I'm making most of this up as I go. What I thought I might do though is I've been keeping a journal over the last few years, just writing down little quips of wisdom that I've come across or things that I've been inspired to write. So I thought I might share a few of those with you over the course of these videos if these continue on. Hopefully they do. Obviously weekly Wednesday whiskey and wisdom could be a thing, who knows. So this one's aptly titled Genius at Work. I'll let you be the judge of that one. Some thoughts I've had since the start of this isolation in regards to the COVID-19 thing. We need to make use of this time, I think. It's obviously something that's out of our ordinary, you know. Things are going to change as a result of this. A lot of psychologists, they say our personalities, our views of society are going to be changed altogether as a result of this, you know. Things aren't going to go back to normal when this is all over, you know. We're going to have a changed perspective of things. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. Things probably weren't so great to start with, you know. We need to see this time as an opportunity to grow in ourselves, to develop more understanding of ourselves. You know, I think there's a lot of people experiencing stress and anxiety as a result of this isolation. and now is a good time to come to address those issues. I think one of the great psychologists, Carl Jung, is quoted as saying, we only really fear or hate that which we don't understand. So if we come to understand what's bothering us, those problems within us, then they no longer are a fear or a threat to us in a way. So I think, the wisdom I can offer for this week at least is to spend this time getting to know ourselves better. Maybe spend a little bit of time in private meditation, even 5-10 minutes a day in the morning, afternoon, whenever suits you. Find that time for quiet time, quiet time within yourself. Get to know yourself better in this time of isolation. I'm sure we're all getting to know our family and whoever our housemates are at this time as well, having to spend more time with them. That's also a good situation. We can use this time to get to know them better as well. So don't think of these things as negatives. We need to be on the positive outlook when we come to these times, I think. And that's how we come out on top, being positive, coming out with a greater understanding of self. I think that's all I have to offer. The best little videos are nice, short and sweet, and hopefully I've done that for you in this video. It's in true Joe Slee style. This has all been made up on the spot. Next week hopefully I'll have a few more nice whiskies to show you and to review for you, and I'll have some more words of wisdom to offer you in these times. I've certainly got plenty of time to make these videos, so we'll see how long they keep going. If you'd like to offer me any criticisms, or you have any ideas or other whiskey, I'm always happy for suggestions of new whiskies to try. I may have a few in my cupboard already, like there's no shortage of whiskies I can review for you. But if you have any extras or any new ones you'd like me to sample, I'm more than happy to go out and try. The bottle shops are still open, so more than happy to go out and get some and try some for you. I'll leave you with that. Stay safe, everyone, and be kind to one another.